In today's video, I'm gonna be spending the next 100 days in hardcore Minecraft. Will I survive or will I die? Watch this video to the end to find out. Alright, let's make the world. Name, Angelo's Epic Hardcore World. Difficulty, obviously hardcore. Seed, we're going random. Okay, we spawned in a pretty horrible seed. It seems like Minecraft itself is trying to tell me early on, don't do this video, you won't last the full 100 days, go back to playing Guts and Black Powder. Also, if you're wondering what texture pack I'm using, it's Ashen16x, I'll link it in the description if you want to check it out. Anyways, I immediately started running to look for wood and getting some stuff. I chopped down this tree, crafted some wooden tools and a boat, and then chopped some more trees. I realized food is gonna be a massive issue since I noticed no animals were near me, so I decided to go hunting. I found a rabbit and had to kill it for food. I then discovered lots of coal. And then I investigated this forest and decided it was not a good place to build a base in. Luckily, I finally saw some more animals and went on a killing spree. I mined this nearby cobblestone for a furnace, but then it was getting dark, so I immediately boxed myself in. Now let me tell you something. Most YouTubers would have restarted this challenge the moment they saw they spawned in a desert. However, I'm not like most YouTubers, so I'm gonna purposefully let myself suffer for your guys' entertainment and to honor the fact that I said this is gonna be on a randomized seed. I had no bed, so I couldn't sleep the night, so I started digging. I created this little mine shaft, and after a while, I decided to get a peek to see if it was turning daytime again, and sure enough, it was. I started foraging and lighting up the place. I then explored a cave where I found copper and coal. I then ran out after a skeleton jump scared me, but I knew I couldn't let this stupid skeleton live. I smelted the copper and created copper armor. I don't have any iron on me, so I couldn't craft a shield, but I thought my armor would be enough to lessen the damage of the skeleton. I came back down there for round 2. This time the skeleton brought reinforcements that I killed. I finally got my revenge. It turned nighttime though, so I had to leave and go back to my base. I used the wall to craft a bed, but I had no space to sleep in, so I mined out this area as a makeshift bedroom. On day 2, I went back to mining on my mineshaft. I eventually got bored, so I just explored my environment and started placing torches everywhere. I also made a double chest in my bedroom alongside more torches, but I couldn't sleep since there were mobs nearby. I didn't want to go out fighting since I had no shield or any good gear, so I went mining. I discovered a large cave and I used F3B to see how many mobs there were. There were none near me, so I went down. I felt like Neymar in this image because I see all these valuable ores, but I couldn't mine them since I had a copper pickaxe. I eventually found iron, but I wanted to make a bucket and a shield first. By day 3, I was reorganizing my stuff while waiting for the iron to smelt. I gathered some more wood, then found some more ores in the cave. I then crafted a bucket and a shield before filling the bucket with water. I saved the leftover iron I had since it was not enough to make a pickaxe, so I went back mining to look for some more iron. This zombie almost knocked me off the cliff, but I knocked it out first. Now I think I found diamonds. I don't really know because of the texture pack. I went down deeper because I thought maybe there's iron down there, but nope, there were mobs instead. Lots of them. I decided that wasn't a safe way to get iron, so I started strip mining. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like Kamzat Chimaev right now because I killed everybody.
Everybody, I come here for everybody, kill everybody!
I ran out of torches, so I had to go back, but then it was already day 4 without me realizing. After arranging my stuff, I went to explore the caves on the surface. I found nothing much besides coal and copper. While it was getting dark, I started lighting the place up with torches so that no mobs spawned near my base. I went to sleep so no phantoms spawned, and we're now on day 5. Day 5 is the day I finally swapped from copper armor to iron armor. I feel much more safer now. I also made another bucket cause why not. I then went foraging again. Before using the wood I got to create fences for a farm. I decided to sleep and work on the farm on day 6. I got sidetracked by this piece of uncollected coal, so I mined it first, but big mistake as there were lots of mobs. Thankfully there was iron here, but the cave led to a dead end. I got jumped by 2 more mobs and my shield is almost dead, but that's not my concern. I could just avoid fighting mobs, but what I cannot avoid is hunger. You see, I don't have a sustainable way of getting food. I just lucked out on finding a bunch of animals and I've been eating their drops for the past 6 days. This is not gonna last forever, so I need to focus on making a farm. So I decided to do just that and focus on the farm. Day 6 was spent on making a wheat farm. Day 7 was spent doing some landscape work. Day 8 was spent building animal pens and luring the sheep in. Day 9 was spent killing these villagers and gathering more food. And day 10 was spent killing the skeletons, dyeing the sheep, and expanding the farm. I now have cows for leather, chickens for feathers, and sheep for wool. But most importantly, I have a sustainable way of getting food. I then spent the rest of the day chopping down these trees so no skeletons could take cover in the shade, and then lighting it up with torches so they don't even spawn close to my base. On day 11, all I did was remove all the acacia trees and place torches everywhere. You might be wondering why, but you'll see on day 12 to 14 where I spent all day and all night working on the farm. It's like playing peaceful mode since literally no mobs were spawning. This allowed me to build a sugarcane farm and a pumpkin farm without worrying about mobs. By the end of day 14 to the beginning of day 15, I spent the time fishing. I then harvested my wheat, cooked the fish, and then fed my farm animals. My sugarcane also grew, so I harvested it, and I did the same with the pumpkins. I realized how tedious and energy consuming it was to get from my base to my farm due to the fact I built it on top of a mountain, so I worked on making a little pathway. I had to completely restart due to the fact that it didn't look good when it was built just hanging in the sky, and that wasted lots of time. I was able to finish it, and look at how easy it is to get up and down now. On day 17, I fed the farm animals and killed off some sheep since there were lots of them compared to the other animals and I really needed the meat. I went down mining again where I was able to finally get all the good ores I couldn't before. I then discovered a mob spawner, so I took the loot and went back home to store it and sleep for the day. Day 18 to 19 was spent on turning this mob spawner into a mob grinder. I heard a creeper explode, so I was very confused, but then I noticed a gap. A creeper has breached the grinder and I almost died. I recovered and fixed the breach immediately before heading to a mining crate. By the time I got back, it was already day 21. Day 22 came around and I wanted to create a melon farm since I previously got melon seeds from the spawner I found earlier, but first I wanted to make diamond tools. I then saw a wandering trader and he had a good water bottle deal for emeralds, so I sold him some water bottles. After the trade, I noticed my wheat was ready to harvest, so as you can guess, I harvested it and then used the wheat and seeds to feed my farm animals. It was already nighttime by the time I started working on the melon farm, but thankfully, the torches prevented mobs from spawning near me, so I was able to work on it until the sun rose. I then expanded the current wheat farm I had, since I had a lot of dirt just sitting in my chests, and I could use some more wheat. I fed the farm animals again, and then spent the rest of the day gathering wood. On day 25, I took a good look of my house and thought to myself, do I really want to stay here for the next 75 days? Absolutely not. This is not even a house. This is a box I made on day 0 because I needed temporary safety. So, I dedicated the next few days collecting all the materials needed for the house. My whole cycle was basically shear the sheep in the morning, forage in the afternoon, mine cobblestone at night, and then repeat the whole cycle again when the sun rises. Now occasionally I did switch this up to do other things like kill some mobs, explore more of the cave for valuables, and sleep on my bed sometimes because I didn't want phantoms to spawn. I stopped at day 33 because I think I have enough building materials now for a new home. If you're wondering how I got so many cobblestone, this is the length of just one tunnel I made, and I made 10 of these tunnels. I'm not gonna bore you with the building process, so here's a quick time lapse instead. Okay, that's one floor down. I plan to make 2 more, so I need more wood and cobblestone. I won't bore you guys with the restocking process, so just enjoy the second time. Second floor complete. All that's left is just one more floor, but I need to restock on cobblestone again. I'll just do the third and last time lapse before showing the entire house. And that's the entire house complete. I'm sorry if this has so many time lapses so far, it's just that the building and gathering process is very long, but here is everything. I already got my bedroom, I plan to make this a storage area, over here is the kitchen, this is the basement, this is a random room in the stairs, and over here is where I plan to set up my enchanting table. I spent the rest of day 49 and 50 working on the storage room and doing some population control. Until day 51. Day 51 to day 54 was spent working on arranging my storage and getting everything organized. Nothing much happened besides me spawning copper golems, which was cool to watch them work for the first time, but I had to kill them because they weren't properly organizing everything. They kept placing random stuff everywhere, so I had to reorganize everything myself and fix their mess. Now, the footage for day 55 got corrupted, so I'm gonna try to reenact this using Aftermotion. Basically, I wanted to go mining now because I had everything sorted out. I went down there, I saw a skeleton with a bow, so I shot it, it fell down, and then I killed it. But then 4 zombies came out of nowhere. I killed them and they took like 2 of my hearts, so I didn't really mind regenerating at the time. I found some iron, so I started mining it, but then out of nowhere, I lose half of my hearts. I turn around and I see this baby zombie carrying an enchanted sword, so I raise my shield to block it, but it somehow hits me through my shield and I die just like that. I managed to take a screenshot of it when I went to creative mode, and I think it must have had the sharpener sword, because what do you mean? Half my hearts are gone in just one swing. I basically got the Pilsen treatment right there.
Really?
Well, it's GG's from here. I'm still mad at the fact my shield didn't work, because when I block, it's supposed to block. It's not supposed to let baby zombies attack right at me anyways. If you want to see me try this challenge again, let me know in the comments. I try to be as authentic as I can when making these types of challenges, so even though I could have just went back to survival mode and continued playing normally without telling you guys, I'm not gonna do that because I'm not a cheater.
Oh, my tips are like watch some successful ones, like Sunny Steph does good ones, or yeah, there's like also like super big creators, and like take inspiration there how they edit it. I recommend taking it slowly, like record like for like, I don't know, 4 hours maximum, or like, okay, you can also record for 6 hours, but like don't record like too long and then edit. Like don't record everything and then edit. Like record like for like 2 to maximum like 5 hours, I would say, and then edit these clips, like kind of like starting like a little project, finishing that project, and then editing that project, kind of like edit it on the same day, or like at least a day after you recorded it, so you can still have like a little bit of memory for it. And like you also don't have to record a whole 2 hours. Like if you only record like half an hour, yes, edit, like go record half an hour and edit, and then go record half an hour and edit, like, or like whatever fits for you. But like don't edit everything at once. Edit it like after you recorded like a little portion of it, because it can be super overwhelming when you have everything at once, and it goes a lot quicker and faster and more efficiently if you do it step by step and take it like view it as like little stepping stones instead of everything as a whole, because it's a big project, and it's really stressful, and I'm gonna do it